Cassie, sweetheart. It's Daddy. Listen, I need you to hang on. All right? Don't ever give up. No matter what happens. You know, because Noah, he wouldn't know what to do without you. Or your mommy. Or me. Sweetheart, I wish I could trade places with you.
Nicholas. Dad's outside. He wants to see you. Nicholas, did you hear me? Dad wants to see you.
Let him wait.
So your trip to Hong Kong was a success, huh?
Yes, everything, God willing, is on schedule for the Far East expansion.
Well, that is great. Just great. Good work.
We tried. But now I'm back.
Yeah, you been home yet?
No, I came straight here.
You gonna get out to the ranch?
I am anxious to see Cassie and Noah, and then I think I need a really long bubble bath.
I bet those kids have missed you, too.
Just feel so badly for what they're going through. I mean, their family, everything in their life is just falling apart around them.
Hey, they know they always have you to turn to.
Yeah, but where do I turn? And when I left, the tension was so thick. I just feel like the strain of it is going to tear everybody apart.
Drusilla.
No. Man, I can't even imagine what you must be thinking about me. Here I was ripping and running like I was the bomb. Ain't nobody trying to catch me.
That's not true.
No, it is true. Just ask Sid. He will tell you that I hung on way past the sell-by date.
Oh, would you stop it? You're a beautiful, captivating woman.
Don't patronize me.
A, that was not my intent, and B, there's no reason on God's green earth for you to be embarrassed.
No reason to be embarrassed. I lied to you. I lied to myself because I couldn't face the truth.
Stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm glad that I know so I can be here for you, Drew. You shouldn't be walking around suffering in silence like this.
Is that what all of this is about? All this fuss? Because you caught wind of my career being in the toilet? So you decided to have some pity on me? Well, I don't want your pity.
Trust me, baby. When I was planning this date, pity was the furthest thing from my mind.
Where the hell have you been?
Don't you have anything better to do with your time than hound me?
You went straight to Paul, didn't you? After I begged you not to.
Our secrets are safe, all right? I gave the man a piece of my mind, and I told him to stay away from Christine.
That's it. You didn't blurt out anything more?
Scout's honor.
Well, if you didn't do any damage, why do you look so stressed?
Yeah, well. After I left Paul's office, I went to Christine's apartment, tried to get my head together, you know, and guess who I ran into there? Lynn.
At Christine's apartment?
Yeah, apparently she's taken up residence.
What? Why?
Oh, please, isn't it obvious? Paul's installed her there as some sort of early warning device. As soon as Christine shows up, he pounces.
There's no way Lynn told you that. You are speculating. There could be a dozen explanations.
Oh, man, you are hiding your head in the sand again. Why don't you face it? Your husband is obsessed, and you better do something about it before Christine returns and all bets are off.
Did you hear what I said, Chris?
I heard.
Then why won't you look at me?
Because I am standing here wondering if you're insane calling me Chris. What are you practicing your apology?
Just stop it, will you? Stop it. I know who you are. You know, I don't know why I didn't see it right away. I mean, it must have been the guilt that blocked me.
I'm leaving.
Chris, don't go. Just don't go.
Get some of that.
This is great. Where'd you get this stuff?
It's actually this new place on Union and First.
This was a nice surprise. Thank you for feeding me.
My pleasure. So, now that I have,
You want an update?
tell me, have you experienced any more organizing frenzies lately?
Let's just say that my drawers are in happy disarray.
All right, you're feeling better then.
Much.
Good.
And in answer to the question that you're too polite to ask, yes, I went to see Ashley after you left.
And how'd that go?
Oh. Let's see. Brad answered the door. Yeah. He and Ashley, well, let's just say it was obvious he'd spent the night.
Ouch.
Totally.
But it went okay?
Yeah. I mean, I apologized, asked for her forgiveness. Wished the two of them well.
Would it be totally presumptuous of me to say I'm proud of you?
What is all this tension about?
Gosh, what isn't it about? Seems like there's a new crisis every day.
Like what?
You know, it all started when Victor and I remarried. There were things going on with the kids that we didn't know about, and then Victoria gets involved with this guy. It's just a really long, ugly story, but it's torn our family apart. And before I left, I could sense that there was something terrible brewing between Nicholas and Victor. I still don't know what that is.
I ran into Victor this morning at the coffee house.
Oh, that must have been pleasant.
He was looking for Sharon. He didn't seem himself.
What do you mean?
I don't know, he seemed kind of spaced out, despairing somehow. Anyway, I brought up Nicholas's name and he about took my head off.
Oh, sensitive subject. Then again, anything involving you is.
Yeah, well, I made the mistake of mentioning that I was once Nicholas's stepfather.
I'm sure that didn't go over very well.
Yeah. You do know, don't you? I care a great deal about Nicholas.
I know that. You have always treated him as a son.
He always seemed that way. If there's anything I can do to help.
I appreciate that, and I wish you could. But I think it's gone too far. If only Victor had been able to stay out of things and not interfere.
We are talking about Victor. Leopards don't change their spots, sweetheart. You really expected him not to interfere?
I can't believe this. On top of everything, our father has the gall to come down here when Cassie could. You tell him to go away. He's done enough damage already.
Nicholas, if anyone knows where you're coming from, I do. But he is here because of Cassie, and Lord knows she needs all the help she can get right now.
He's the reason that Cassie is even in here. I have nothing to say to him.
I understand how you feel.
Then why are you asking me to do this?
Because these may be the last moments that he will ever be able to spend with her. I never thought that I would be defending him. But I just can't help it. He wants to make his peace. He wants to see Cassie.
It would make my day to have you say you're proud of me.
Then I'm saying it.
Thank you.
It took a lot of guts to go to Ash like that.
Yeah, well, I thought I needed to grow a spine.
I don't think that was ever the problem.
Whatever, you know what I mean. It just feels really good. And all that time she and I were at odds, I hated it. I have you to thank.
Well, you know, if you want to show me your gratitude, you'll give me that last egg roll there.
Oh, wait, no, wait, I don't think so.
Please.
So, how about you? How's your life going?
You're looking at it.
Well, you know what I mean. How are things going with you and Drew?
I haven't seen her lately.
What?
I decided it was time for a break.
But why now? No, this is none of my business.
Oh, sure it is. We've talked about it. It's just part of the same song and dance Drew and I have been doing.
I know you've been frustrated.
You know, Liv, I care about your sister a hell of a lot. But lately I can tell she's been slipping away.
You don't think it's just a normal ebb and flow?
No, I think if I'm brutally honest, I've been fooling myself for quite a while now. But, you know, sometimes it's hard to let go of the dream until you realize it let go first.
Yeah. So you don't think Drew loves you?
But, no, I think she cares for me in her own way, whatever that means. But I'm not ready to beg for anything more than that right now.
Oh, like an answer to your marriage proposal?
Well, I'd say I already have that. Wouldn't you?
I'm sorry, I really am.
Don't be. I'm fine. But I have had this compulsion to clean out closets lately.
You know what? You talk a big game, but backing away like that, it had to be tough.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, but, you know, if Drew's heart isn't in it, gotta accept that. What choice do I have?
Oh, but you do have a choice. You could fight for her. So I'm supposed to expect
That I
This
would
wasn't
be
true.
feeling sorry for you, Drew? No, come on. This is me you're talking to. Now, I understand that this is a loss. This is a big one. I thought if I could take your mind off things, maybe put a smile on that pretty little face of yours.
Well, thanks. You shouldn't have bothered.
Well, I did.
Neil, this is more than a loss. This is my identity. This is who I am.
Honey, and I understand that. I get it. I really do.
Do you really? Because if you did, you would know that there is nothing that can cheer me up.
Oh, so that's it? You're just gonna
Yeah,
walk
I want to
away?
be alone, okay?
No, hell no, it's not okay, Drew. We're supposed to be a family up in here. We're supposed to support each other. I'm not gonna watch you walk away into a dark room with
What do
this
you
kind of
want from
pain.
me? What do you want to see? All the pain I'm in? How stupid I feel? Don't you understand that Sid told me my career was over, but I chose to ignore him. I told him he wasn't doing a good job to get me another gig. But I couldn't see that my career was dead in the water long ago. That's how pathetic this is.
Dr. Forrest, dial 118, please. Dr. Forrest,
Sit down.
please dial 118.
Thanks for coming to talk to me.
Thank Victoria.
How's Cassie?
There's no change. Any idea what it's like sitting there beside her, watching her life slip away?
I can't imagine anything worse than losing your own child.
About losing your wife. I could lose my wife and my daughter in the same day. I'm supposed to get past that.
I will find Sharon, Nicholas, and I will bring her home.
Why bother? She walked out. She left us.
I will find her for no other reason than that little girl in there. Because she needs her mother.
If it weren't for you, she'd have her mother.
So what is the issue between Victor and Nicholas that has Nicholas so up in arms?
That's just it. They won't tell me.
Maybe they're not telling you because they don't want you to worry.
Jack, how can I not worry?
Nick, what are you going to do?
I don't know. I mean, if they would just tell me what it was about, maybe I could start to solve things. But as it is, we're just headed for more conflict, and Victor's making the situation worse. That's me. Here's my phone. Yeah,
Oh, Mom, thank God you answered. Where are you?
I'm at the office. I just got back.
You gotta get over to Memorial right away. It's Cassie.
What? I'll be right there. Oh, my God. I've got to go to the hospital. Something's happened to Cassie.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'll call you.
Can we talk about this for a moment?
Talk about what?
You're not the only one to blame me. I hold myself responsible as well.
What is this? Confession's good for the soul?
I want you to understand that I know why you feel the way you do.
If you had just stayed away like I asked, then Cassie would be home and healthy right now.
She obviously did not go back up to the main house as we had thought she would.
After she saw us arguing, you mean?
Yeah.
She wanted to talk. She'd been waiting for me. When she asked, I sent her away. She came to me for help. I sent her away.
Son, you can't blame yourself for this now. Please don't do this. Huh?
I don't. I thought I made that clear. I blame you. Because this all leads back to that night in my living room when you were kissing my wife.
You don't even begin to understand how I wish I could erase that moment.
You can't do that. You can't just go back and clean up your messes. It's a lesson you and Sharon need to learn.
And I think she has learned a great lesson from this awful incident.
That's why she took off, because she learned a lesson.
Yeah, I think she felt guilty and ashamed. She knows that you condemn her right now.
And when you see her, and I'm sure you will, you give her a message from me. You tell her that I understand that she acted on her impulse, because that's what she does. For you, there is no excuse for her. You saw a beautiful woman, and you wanted her, and you went for it. Even though she was married to your son.
That's not how it was.
Actions speak louder than words. I saw what I saw, and just so we're clear, I blame you a whole hell of a lot more than I blame her.
And what do you suggest I do since you have all the answers?
Take action. Since your big power play flopped, you might consider moving back into the house. At least that way you could be some distraction to the man, but you gotta move quickly.
Why all the urgency? Did you pick something up from Lynn?
Not bloody likely. The woman's too damn cagey. I should have never tried to get her to admit to hiring that snoop. Just gave her a great big opening.
What, an opening? You let something slip about Kelly, didn't you?
You know, this really isn't a game to me. I desperately need to know that you heard me. That you truly realize how sorry I am. You know, over the years, I've made some mistakes in my life. Some worse than others. But what happened between us before you left? what I did to you, the way I violated you,
You keep saying that. Why do you keep going over this?
because I need you to understand. That I would give anything if I could undo this. If I could just erase it and take it away. So help me God, I would. You know, Chris, I was hoping that I would say something that would make a difference, but hearing myself say it, you know, it just sounds like words. And I understand, I do. They're just words.
You're wrong, Paul. You're so, so wrong. Living that fantasy. That things were gonna pick up. That things were gonna turn around, because that's just the nature of the beast, right? Only it never did.
Yeah, but Drusilla, you got to look at it this way. You know, with every closing, there's an opening. With every ending, there's a new beginning.
Beginning for what? For getting old? I want some more time, Neil. I'm not ready to stop. I don't want to stop.
No, I know. I'm so sorry. I know how much it hurts.
No, you don't know what it's like. That used to be me. I was on the cover. I was smiling at all those people.
Yeah, you were a hot commodity.
I was it. They wanted me. Those designers wanted me. They would wait for my availability. And who would have thunk it? Me, illiterate, on the streets. I was told I couldn't hold a candle to my perfect sister, but I was perfect to those designers, Neil. They wanted me in their clothes. They wanted me in their magazines. They wanted me at their parties, Neil. They wanted me.
Yeah, you love that big glamorous lifestyle.
Oh, wait. Glamour's very deceiving. You know, all those ballet classes and spinning classes and skincare regimens and dieting, and for what? What was it all for? I mean, you know, time passed anyway. You know, you look in the mirror one day and you say, I'm old. Only the photographers and the agents and the client, they knew it long before you did. And the phone stops ringing. I kept hustling on the phone. It stopped ringing, and I started asking them for work, and they didn't want me for no cover. And then it's over. Then it's over, and then you're back in Wisconsin, kicking yourself for turning down a car show for Valentine's weekend. What am I gonna do?
Your life is not over, Drusilla, not by a long shot. Baby, I know it's rough. I know you're grieving. But it's an opportunity.
What an opportunity to be over the hill. Neil, come on. This ain't no opportunity.
How about this? Look at me. Drusilla, look at me. How about watching your relationships grow deeper, huh? How about being a mother? The kind of mother that Lily needs right now. admires you so much.
Oh,
Now, not as a fashion play, but as a woman, as a mommy, as a role model. Darling, you have the gift of time to make the most of these last few years before our little baby flies away from the nest. And in case it matters, I'm looking forward to having more time with you myself.
It's gonna be all right.
Fighting for Drew right now, nah, it wouldn't be right, Liv.
Right for whom?
Well, Lily, for one. I mean, she needs both of her parents right now. I'm more and more certain of that every time I see her, so... You know, if Drew's got a notion to put her family back together, I'm not gonna be the one to stand in the way of that.
Wow. You could be so selfless.
Well, don't be too quick to put me on a pedestal. I mean, there's some self-preservation going on there, too. I'm just through banging my head on the brick wall, you know?
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
You have a lot of integrity, you know that? You have a lot of strength.
Oh, shucks, you're making me blush.
I'm serious.
I am, too.
Well, then you're good at hiding it.
Tricks of the trade.
No, I think there's more than that. You're the kind of man that goes out of his way to make people feel comfortable and supported.
You make it easy.
God, you're home.
What's happened?
I'm so glad Victoria reached you. Didn't know when you would be back.
Well, I'm back. What happened?
Cassie, walked out to the pond at the ranch.
What?
She walked out into the ice and it broke and she fell in and no one knows how long she was in the water.
Oh my God. Well, she's gonna be
She's
okay,
alive.
right?
She's alive, but she's unconscious right now.
What did the doctor say?
Touch and go. Next 24 hours are critical.
You need to get a hold of yourself. Lynn knows nothing.
You're lying. Look, Michael, if you expect me to do my part, I need to know what's going on.
All right. All right. I happened to mention to Lynn that her sainted boss took advantage of my fiancée. Now, in Lynn's mind, I could have only heard that from you.
She knows we've been talking and that I'm confiding in you?
You know, just calm down. She's only guessing. She has no proof.
Oh, what else has she guessed?
All right. When I confronted her about hiring Kelly, which I'm all but certain she did, by the way, Lynn concluded that you had come to me for help, which she could have only learned from Kelly.
Well, yeah, since like a fool, you told her I was your client.
All right, so what? Where's the harm? The woman rattled you, so you went to a lawyer? Big deal?
Oh, you really think that's gonna fly
You
once
don't
Lynn
panic.
keeps
That's
speaking?
just playing into her
No,
hands.
Michael, she can still...
Isabella, Lynn has nothing on you. The money she paid Kelly, that was a big fat waste of cash. I wouldn't be surprised if she hadn't sent her packing by now.
I'm in so much turmoil right now. I can't even begin to tell you what I'm feeling. And I don't know if I forgive you. But I did hear you. Your apology and your regret, and those aren't just words to me.
So, where do we go from here?
I have a lot to process.
I know. I just wish I had known before now so we could talk.
Well, things happen when they do for a reason.
So what is your reason, Chris? Why the disguise?
Well, I wasn't expecting to get into all this now.
Okay, fine. You don't have to answer the question.
But for you to hide in plain sight like this, there is only one possible explanation.
You must be a real glutton for punishment is all I can see.
Drusilla, in all the years I've known you, I can honestly say I have never not enjoyed your company.
I'm sorry it was such a killjoy. I'm just feeling kind of empty inside.
Drew, I knew this girl once. Real spitfire. Rough around the edges. I wasn't quite sure she'd ever amount to anything. Lo and behold, she took all the blessings that God gave her and transformed herself. She did it by not taking no for an answer, not letting any obstacles stand in her way. It was that passion and determination that made her the woman she is today. A real spitfire. That hasn't changed.
She sounds like one cool lady.
One of a kind.
Too bad you're the only one who feels that way.
I don't know about the rest of the world, but I don't need a picture in a magazine to remind me that Drusilla Winters is the most extraordinary woman that I have ever met. And darling, I wish that you could see yourself through my eyes. Because when I look at you, I see the most beautiful person inside and out.
Well, I guess that means we're good for each other.
You're just now figuring that out?
Hardly.
Seriously. If I'm all right now and making good choices, a lot of that has to do with you.
Well, the meeting of the Mutual Admiration Society has now come to order.
I think it's been underway for quite some time now.
Motion to adjourn?
And do what?
Well, the only thing we can do. Open our fortune cookies. Come on, here you go. Come on.
Ladies first.
Your first love and your last love is self-love.
Okay, that's kind of got a double meaning, doesn't it?
Well, now you're making me blush.
Yeah, let me shut up and open my cookie.
Okay. Come on. Come on.
Let's see.
What's it say?
You read it.
Follow your intuition. The universe is guiding your life.
Cassie just wandered out onto the ice?
Evidently.
Why would she do that? Why is she walking alone out to the pond? What possible reason could she have to do that?
You want to know the reason? It's because of Dad.
Only one explanation. What would that be?
I think it's pretty obvious that this whole act is because of me.
You think I have no other reasons for coming back to Genoa City?
No, no, I didn't say that. Not at all. But why else would you mask your identity unless...
Unless what?
Unless you wanted to get close to me without me knowing who you were. So you could assess the situation before we made contact.
Well, you were the one who approached me, not the other way around.
Well, you really didn't go out of your way to avoid... I mean...
What's your point?
Look, I don't want to put you on the defensive.
If you meant that, you'd stop this.
Chris, you said things happen when they happen for a reason.
So?
So all I'm saying is that you've been around town for a while now, and I'm sure studying and assessing the whole thing. Maybe you wanted this to happen today. Maybe you wanted me to keep on talking. Maybe you wanted to come over here and have me figure that out. So you could open yourself up. Because I honestly believe you do know where things stand. You know how you feel about me, about us, about all of it.